And you're on.
Oh, I'm on. Okay, well, this is the Johnson Storytelling Contest, and I'm not a natural storyteller like Jim. I must say, Jim is quite the storyteller. He's tough competition. The way he can gesticulate and get things going and get the facial expressions and all that stuff. But I think if I'm telling a Johnson story, I should tell one about either the cows getting out or the horses getting out. What else is there? So one thing I think Dad would be proud of is, we continue to live the St. David's Ridge life in Brooklyn. And I think we have a bigger herd of horses than actually we ever had cows at the farm. So this one particular day last fall, many of you have been to Dennis and Gretchen's farm. We had the herd of horses up on the hill behind the house, and where we previously cut hay and had, a row strand of electric tape across there, and they were up there grazing, and there was an opening to the neighbor's pasture that only Trackety, my riding horse, knew about. But he's a riding horse, and he did know it's there. Just to say, a horse always remembers something. So this one particular day, David Keith and I, who many of you know, were down in the yard at Dennis and Gretchen's farm. It was about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, a little over a year ago, last October 2013. And we hear the thunder of hooves. And we look up behind the house there, and we see, I think at the time there was 23 horses coming down over the hill at flat out gallop, and it was a beautiful sight. And they did a big loop, and they circled the bottom field, and they went back up over the hill. And we said, oh my God, they broke that tape, so we better get up. And then they disappeared up over the hill. Well, we didn't know where they went. So I went flying up, and there was no horses to be seen anywhere on top of the hill. And then we went flying around down in the pasture, and we looked around the barn. There's no horses. We can't find horses anywhere. So we said, oh my God, I said, that damn Trackety, and you know the name Trackety. Says, I wonder if they went out through that one other opening and took off down that trail to Martin Goldie's. I didn't know where they went, back in the woods. But just at that minute, cars started rolling up the driveway at Dennis and Gretchen's, and Devin Harvey is one of the local people, and he says, Paul, I think your horses just blasted up through Brooklyn. He says, it's about 4:30 in the afternoon and all the traffic's there. So he had to pull over. Apparently 22 horses came thundering down the pavement up the main stretch of Brooklyn. They came down past Dennis and Gretchen's, the fire hall there. They went into the center of the village, and you would have thought for sure they're going to continue down to Janine and I's house, but luckily they didn't want to cross the bridge, and they took a hard left and went to the co-op, which is the feed mill. So we went driving down looking for them, and then sure enough, there's 22 horses on the lawn at the co-op. Well, I took a halter and some grain, and we got a halter on Emmy, who is the boss horse, and I led her down the street. As it turned out, they ended up only about 150, 200 meters from the farm after this great road trip. I just simply walked them up the back street. We walked up Dennis and Gretchen's driveway. David Keith opened the gate, and I walked in like this with Emmy, and 22 horses followed me and went in the field, and we had all the horses corralled and caught within 5 minutes to 10 minutes of when someone told us there was 22 thundering through Brooklyn. So there you go. Life goes on, Dad. Things haven't changed. Horses get out, cows get out. It's a St. David's Ridge story. End of story. Get stopped?
Yeah. Oh, no, it's still on record.